Hola, I'm Monica and I will be checking out my bird's nest ferns and if it needs a repot. So I've had this plant for over 3 years and I don't remember when I repotted it for the last time. I think it was 2.5 years ago. I have this inside pot that has lots of draining holes, and as you can see, the roots are already way over the size of the pot. So, and I also have a little bit of clay balls to retain more water and moisture. So my plan is now to look if the plant needs a repot, then we will then use this bigger pot and make draining holes on it. So first and foremost, let's take it away and open this up. Yeah, it's stuck in there. I think we need to get some scissors and cut this baby out. Good thing I have this mat that takes all the dirt and all the debris from the plant, or else I need to clean everywhere later on. So this is a really good trick to have whenever you're taking care of your plants, repotting, or whatever you're doing, whenever there's extra debris on them. Oh, unfortunately, I wasn't careful enough and it all fell out. Well, that's okay. Plants are very resilient and they'll be all right. Okay. Whew. Let's throw that out. Look at that. Whew. Plants are stronger than we think, so I think that this plant will be all right, even though it lost a little bit of its roots. This is normal, and it's gonna grow back again. Okay, it looks like this plant is quite root bound, so as I thought, it would need a new repot or a bigger pot with new soil. I'm just trying to detangle all of it, or at least I'm trying to, but it looks like it's very root bound. I don't want to ruin and damage it even more, so I'm just trying to push it a little bit so that when I put it in the new pot with new soil, it's gonna expand easier. Okay, well, it doesn't want to bulge at all, so we just need to, I guess, get the new soil mix. I normally make my own soil mix because then I know that it's quality soil mix. I mix 3 parts and we're gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna put this plant on the side so that I can show you what I make. Okay. Now we're gonna make my potting mix. Normally, my soil is with this general universal soil. I would just eyeball all of it. So 3 parts of everything, and I normally have 3 things. So this is the universal soil potting mix that I have. The next one would be pine bark for better retention of water. So that's around 3 parts of it too. Just mix it all up. lastly, perlite. It helps with better drainage and overall good health of the soil. Here we go. You just mix that all up. I also have a little bit of leca, so I'm planning of just mixing it up too. Leca are these clay balls that are better for water retention as well. So I'm gonna mix it there too. And a little bit of bark, extra bark from earlier. What's next now is we need to create a hole on my new pot. So my plan is to use the bigger pot that was the decorative pot that I had earlier and use it as the inner pot and as well as the decorative pot. And I'm just gonna put a plate under so that the drainage of the water will just go directly to the plate, and I'm not gonna use two pots because I don't have them. Now we have the pot. What we need is a drill. Steal you can steal someone's drill, your neighbors, your boyfriend's, your dad's, whoever's, and just get a pot that you want and turn it around. This is from IKEA, and I remember buying it for €2, €3, maybe even less for this big size. It's quite cheap, so just go to IKEA. We need our plant, we need our soil mix, and we need some kind of tool to just mix it all over. So first I wanna put a little bit of it. And then we're gonna try again to loosen this baby boy up. But it's not bulging, so I don't want to ruin the root system as much, but it's really root bounded. We're just gonna plop it there, making sure that there's no air bubbles, so flatten it out. You don't need to push the soil as much, but just put it on top so it's flat and nice. Little tool to just push them around. Try to jiggle it again so that there's no air pockets in between, so there's no extra moisture and water that could create more bacteria. More. We have that much. So this outer pot was 1 or 2 centimeters bigger than the last pot that I took it out from, so that's perfect. The problem with repotting most of the time is that if you use a bigger pot, you might damage your plant by having too much soil, will then too much water, and then will create overwatering in the end of the day. So we need to be careful of how big the pot and how much soil we actually add on the plant. Caring for this plant is quite easy. You just need a bright indirect light area and keep the soil moist. It doesn't need to be soggy. So I've found a way to keep this well watered, which is this clay. It looks like a spike. And the idea is that you put water on it and the water will just seep out to the soil if it needs moisture. So I'll try to demonstrate how I do it. I'm just gonna take the stake, create a little hole. I know it's gonna hurt the roots a little bit, but that's all right. Plants are more resilient than we know. Just push it even more. There you go. So we have this now. We have to fill that up with water. I'm gonna water the rest of the soil later on, but I have this little trick too. You put a shell or whatever flat thing that you could put so that you can prevent mosquitoes from getting in or laying their eggs, just like that. When you check this again, this clay would then seep out the water, and if it's completely dry, it means that the soil and the plant needs water. So that you again just put a little bit more water, and I normally use bottom watering. So you water it from the bottom part, you get a bowl or a plate and water it from the bottom and not from the top to prevent fungus gnats, like that. Hopefully this brown spot will lessen and it's gonna be a happy plant. Lastly, watering from the bottom. You could also water a little bit on top, but not that much. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated on how it goes and share your journey in plant maintenance and care too. Bye!